Hi, and welcome to NewsHour on CCTV International. I'm Annie Fu in Beijing, where China has just celebrated the 30th anniversary of its reform and opening up with a great ceremony at the Great Hall of the People. Now, 3 decades ago, a series of strategic decisions on the reform and opening up were introduced by then senior leaders at the 3rd plenary session of the 11th Communist Party of China Central Committee on December 18th. It was a turning point in the history of the new China since its founding in 1949. And during the gathering this morning, Chinese President Hu Jintao promised to continue with the reforms and opening up. Our reporter Xu Zhaoqing brings us our top story.
Chinese leaders, together with thousands of people from all walks of life, are remembering the past 30 years of the country's reform and opening up and looking to the future. After realizing the old system of a planned economy and a semi-closed country did not work, China resolutely embarked on the historic journey of reform and opening up 30 years ago. The drive has turned the once poverty-stricken country into one of the world's largest economies.
From 1978 to 2007, China's total volume of import and export increased from a little over $20 billion to more than $1 trillion, propelling it to 3rd in the world in terms of total import and export volumes.
China has made tremendous progress over the past 30 years due to its reform and opening up. Now let's take a look at what this revolutionary policy has brought to the country and its people in the past 3 decades.
Against all the odds, this initiative was triggered by a group of farmers from a small village in Fenyang County in East China's Anhui province. 30 years ago, they left their fingerprints on a secret contract that divided collectively owned land into family plots. The consequent household contract system later spread throughout the country. At the same time, the 3rd plenary session of the 11th Central Committee of the Communist Party of China was held in Beijing. This meeting has been hailed as a turning point in Chinese history, as the decision was made there to begin reform and opening up. Since a market economy was launched in place of an economic model based on rigid central planning, Chinese society has undergone profound changes. Over the past 3 decades, China's annual GDP growth has averaged 9.88%, far exceeding the 3.3% world average. China is now the world's 4th largest economy and is rapidly closing in on Germany in 3rd place. People's lives have also improved dramatically. The per capita GDP has increased significantly, and the rural population below the poverty line has decreased sharply. People's minds have also developed. Traditional ways of thinking about consumption, employment, aesthetics, and marriage have become more liberal and independent. Improvements have been made to the political framework, and the legal system has been upgraded. But besides all these achievements, there are also lessons to be learned. The environment has suffered, and resources have been overused. The gap between the rich and the poor is widening. In the coming years, China will continue the policy of reform and opening up, and the government will seek solutions to emerging problems that arise in the process of socio-economic development. Mike Patterson, CCTV.